Something is alive at the bottom of the world's deepest ocean, and it's nothing like we expected. The Mariana Trench is a place so deep, so dark, and so unexplored that we know more about the surface of Mars than we do about its abyss. But in recent years, daring expeditions and groundbreaking technology have peeled back the curtain, revealing bizarre creatures, strange sounds, and even man-made pollution in a place no man should have ever been able to reach. What is it that's really hiding down there? And what does it say about our planet? Stay with us, because the deeper we go, the stranger it gets. At the bottom of the Pacific Ocean lies a scar in the Earth's crust. A crescent-shaped trench stretching over 1,500 miles long and plunging nearly 7 miles deep. This is the Mariana Trench. Its deepest point, the Challenger Deep, reaches nearly 36,000 feet below sea level. To put that in perspective, if Mount Everest were dropped into the trench, its peak would still be over a mile underwater. The pressure here is over 1,000 times greater than at the surface. It would crush a human body instantly. The temperature hovers just above freezing, and sunlight never touches this part of the world. It is an environment so extreme it seems uninhabitable, and yet life finds a way. In the year 1960, two men, Jacques Piccard and U.S. Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh, descended into the trench in a submarine called the Trieste. They have reached the bottom and stayed there for just about 20 minutes. And through a small viewport, they saw something moving. What appeared to be a flat fish, living in total darkness under unimaginable pressure. Scientists were stunned. If something could live here, then Earth's biosphere was far more flexible than anyone had thought. Decades later, as technology improved, robotic submersibles returned to the trench, and with each dive they brought back images that defied logic. And in 2012, director James Cameron piloted a solo descent into the Challenger Deep, becoming the first man to do so alone. And what he reported was eerie. A barren, featureless plain that looked like the surface of the moon, but alive. Since then, robotic missions have discovered several living species scattered within the trench. Amphipods, for example, which are shrimp-like creatures with translucent bodies and an ability to survive crushing pressure. Some of them are larger than those found in shallow waters, flipping our understanding of deep-sea gigantism. They have also discovered Genosiophores, giant single-celled organisms that can grow up to 4 inches across. They look like alien pancakes and absorb heavy metals like lead and uranium, thriving in what should be toxic sludge. The Mariana snailfish was also discovered living down there. It is a ghostly, scaleless fish that lives over 8,000 meters deep. With gelatinous flesh and no swim bladder, it has evolved perfectly for life in crushing pressure. Now, these creatures aren't just strange animals. They are survivors from an ecosystem entirely separate from the surface world. They are adapted to extremes we cannot even imagine. But alongside these wonders came something quite disturbing. Now, despite its remoteness and the incredibly harsh environment of it, the Mariana Trench is not entirely untouched. In fact, scientists found something truly shocking down there. Pollution. In the world's deepest, most inaccessible place, there is plastic. In 2018, researchers discovered a plastic bag lodged in the sediment near the Challenger Deep. Alongside that plastic bag were microplastics. Even more alarming, the amphipods had PCB chemicals. It's a class of industrial toxins which were banned decades ago. They were found inside the tissues of those amphipods. That is a suggestion that these chemicals have circulated globally through the food chain and ocean currents. Basically, the trench has become a toxic time capsule, collecting the worst of human activity. How does pollution reach the trench? Well, the ocean's currents act like conveyor belts, dragging plastic and waste from coasts and dumping them into deep-sea trenches. And because the Mariana Trench is shaped like a funnel, it traps whatever sinks. And now this challenge opened up a bigger question. What else is down there? If life is surviving despite the pressure and pollution, could it be harboring secrets that go beyond biology? In 2016, scientists recorded a bizarre 15-second-long sound deep in the trench. It was a low-frequency rumble rising into a metallic howl, nicknamed the Western Pacific Biotwang. Some speculate it could be a previously unidentified whale species. Others think it might be tectonic activity, but the truth is, no one knows for sure. And the mystery doesn't even stop here. Thermal vents have also been found near the trench. Cracks in the Earth's crust where superheated water, rich in minerals, blasts out at hundreds of degrees. Around these vents, life flourishes. Tube worms, chemosynthetic bacteria, and crustaceans thrive without sunlight, feeding on chemicals instead of photosynthesis. Scientists think that these life forms might resemble what we could find on Europa or Enceladus, moons of Jupiter and Saturn, which also have subsurface oceans. And that suggestion made the trench not just a biological curiosity, but a template for alien life. NASA is studying extremophiles found in the trench to model what life might look like elsewhere in the solar system. In other words, the Mariana Trench isn't just Earth's final frontier. It could also be a cosmic test site. Then came one of the most extraordinary findings of all. In 2019, researchers analyzing samples from the trench discovered new strains of bacteria. These microbes were thriving in sediment filled with heavy metals, high pressure, and toxic compounds. Some could even break down hydrocarbons, like those found in oil spills. So, what does this mean? It means the organisms at the bottom of the trench might hold the key to bioremediations. So that's basically using nature to clean up human-made disasters. These trench bacteria could one day help remove pollutants from contaminated sites, clean up oil spills, or even treat nuclear waste. Furthermore, beyond the environmental impact, there's another frontier: medicine. You see, deep-sea organisms have unique enzymes and chemical compounds. Some of these have already shown promise in fighting cancer, antibiotic resistance, and chronic diseases. In the darkest, most remote part of the Earth, there might be answers to our planet's biggest problem. Now, trust me, I know it would not be a proper Mariana Trench video without mentioning the tragic story of the Titan submersible. In June 2023, a small sub named Titan, operated by OceanGate Expeditions, descended into the depths of the North Atlantic to view the wreckage of the Titanic. While not directly over the Mariana Trench, this event became symbolic of just how unforgiving the deep ocean can be. The vessel imploded under immense pressure, killing all 5 passengers on board. It was a catastrophic failure. A chilling reminder that despite our technology, we are still guests in the abyss, not its masters. The Titan's implosion struck a global nerve. If a $250,000 expedition could vanish in seconds, what chance could anyone have deeper down, in the pitch-black, high-pressure world of the Mariana Trench? This incident didn't just highlight technical flaws. The Mariana Trench is no longer just an oceanic mystery. It's a mirror. It reflects both the resilience of life and the reach of our impact. We've learned that life can survive in places once we thought impossible. We have found creatures that stretch our understanding of biology. But we have also glimpsed potential. New medicines, new technologies, even new insights into life beyond our planets. We have only scratched the surface of what lies below. And the deeper we go, the more we realize we've barely begun to understand our own planet. If you thought the Mariana Trench was wild, wait until you see what scientists are discovering under Antarctica's melting ice. click the next video. Things only get weirder from here.